Fareed Zakaria GPS, seen in Sunday morning 10 Eastern and Pacific.
Now for our What in the World segment. Listen to President Obama as he laid out the U.S. mission in Afghanistan last December from West Point.
Our overarching goal remains the same: to disrupt, dismantle, and defeat Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and to prevent its capacity to threaten America and our allies in the future.
Now listen to CIA Director Leon Panetta last Sunday. ABC's anchor Jake Tapper's question was, how many Al-Qaeda are in Afghanistan?
I think the estimate on the number of Al-Qaeda is actually relatively small. I think at most we're looking at maybe 50 to 100, maybe less. It's in that vicinity.
So if Al-Qaeda is down to 100 men there at the most, why are we fighting a major war? Now, last month alone, there were more than 100 NATO troops killed in Afghanistan. That's more than one Allied death for each living Al-Qaeda member in the country in just 1 month. The latest estimates are that the war in Afghanistan will cost the U.S. more than $100 billion in 2010 alone. That's $1 billion for every member of Al-Qaeda thought to be living in Afghanistan in 1 year. Look, I understand that Al-Qaeda is weak and small because we have been fighting them, chasing them, bombing their leaders. We should continue to do that. But why are we fighting this major war against the Taliban? Well, we fight the Taliban because they are allied with Al-Qaeda, so say people. But if Al-Qaeda itself is so weak, why are we fighting against its allies so ferociously? This would be like fighting Italy in World War II after Hitler's regime had collapsed and Berlin was in flames just because Italy had been allied with Germany. The whole enterprise in Afghanistan feels disproportionate, a very expensive solution to what is turning out to be a small but real problem. Beyond the military money, by the way, there's tens of billions of dollars that flow annually into Afghanistan in aid and logistical support. And how is that money being spent? Well, much of it is literally flying out of Afghanistan. The Wall Street Journal says around $1 billion in cash is flown out of Kabul International Airport every year. Now, as with most countries, private individuals may take money out as long as they declare it. The sums, however, that are leaving Afghanistan are staggering. $2,700,000 in cash is leaving the country every day, and that's only what's been declared. So more money is legally flying out of Afghanistan every year than that nation collects in taxes. The Journal reports that the exodus is so large, U.S. investigators believe top officials in Afghanistan must be funneling billions of dollars to safe havens abroad. Now, some of this is inevitable. You have a very poor country in chaos, and then tons of money pouring in from the outside, from the United States, Japan, Europe. So my concern really remains the core one I started with. Why? Why are we investing so much time, energy, and effort when Al-Qaeda is so weak? Is there a more cost-effective way to keep Al-Qaeda on the ropes than fight a major land and air war in Afghanistan? I hope someone in Washington is thinking about this and not simply saying we're going to stay the course because, well, we must stay the course.